In this lesson, we're going to refer back to Chapter 2 of Automate the Boring Stuff for Week 2. And we're going to go over Booleans in Python, so the Boolean type. We're going to go over comparison operators as well as binary comparison operators and, or, and not. So let's start off with the Boolean type in Python. Boolean types in C#, C++, and Java. You may be familiar with the bool type. In Python, true or false are represented by the words true with a capital T and false with a capital F. If you type in true or false with a lowercase letter, you're going to get a name error because those do not exist. So the Boolean type is a type and the true and false are its value options in Python. And if we want to create a variable spam and set it to true, we can do so and print it to the screen. It will show the value of true because spam was created as a Boolean variable and its value is set to true. You can do the same thing with false. It will come up with the same result. So that is true and false in Python. It's a 1 or 0, alive or dead. That is how bool works. Conditional operators in Python. So in the videos from last week, we introduced variables and expressions and set things equal to other things. Well, now we want to compare two things. So for this lesson, we'll create, we already created spam, but let's change it over to an integer. So spam equals 42, eggs equals 24. And comparison operators in Python are pretty much the same as other languages you may have learned through your 1050 course. So if we want to determine equality between spam and eggs, so is spam equal to eggs or is 42 equal to 24, we use the double equal sign. So spam double equals eggs. So is spam equal to eggs returns false. So again, returns a Boolean value in Python, capital F false. And the not equal to conditional operator is a exclamation point or bang symbol and an equal sign. So if we type spam not equal to eggs, this will return true because 42 is not equal to 24. So that is equal to and not equal to, and Python always also has less than, greater than, less than or equal to, and greater than or equal to. That's not a valid statement, but let's try it on spam and eggs. So is spam greater than eggs? That is true. Is spam less than eggs? That is false. Is spam greater than or equal to eggs? That is correct there, sorry. That is true. And is spam less than or equal to eggs? That is false. So what have we done here? We have asked Python to compare these two variables. In the first case, we asked is spam greater than eggs? So is 42 greater than 24? Python evaluates that to true. We then ask Python, is spam less than eggs? Is 42 less than 24? Python evaluates that as false. Then we asked, is spam greater than or equal to eggs? Python evaluates that as true. And then we ask, is spam less than or equal to eggs? Python evaluates that as false. So those are the conditional operators. And then we can combine two conditional statements with and or. And with not, essentially reverse the statement. So let's start off with and or. So let's ask Python, that's in English. So spam greater than 40 and eggs greater than 20. So what have we done here? We're asking Python to evaluate the truthfulness or falsity of this statement. First, we ask the condition, is spam greater than 40? And is eggs greater than 20? So this Python then evaluates to, is 42 greater than 40? Which evaluates to true. and is eggs greater than 20? So is 24 greater than 20? That evaluates to true. So Python then sees the statement true and true, which then using and evaluates to true. So I can show you this reduction on screen. So spam is greater than 40 and eggs is greater than 20. This Python then changes it internally to is 42 greater than 40 and is 24 greater than 20, which is true. Then Python says true and true, which evaluates to true. So again, and requires that both sides evaluate to true. If anything on either side of and is false, the overall expression will evaluate to false. Or, which you probably are familiar with in other languages, it's two pipes. So and is usually two ampersands and or is two pipes. That only requires that one side be true in the overall statement. So if we had the first side, left side, spam, greater than 60, or is eggs greater than 20, this would evaluate to true. Why? Because Python reduces this to is 42 greater than 60, or is 24 greater than 20. This goes down further. True is false, or is false true, or true true, which evaluates to true. Because again, when comparing two sides with or, only one item needs to be true. Not essentially reverses the truth of a statement. So not true evaluates to false, and not false evaluates to true. So I guess you'll see this in use, obviously, when we use if statements and while loops and for loops, elif, which is else if. That's where these conditional operators are typically used. But I wanted to kind of just do a quick reiteration of what the text this week talks about and some of the little nuances. Remember, true and false in Python, capital T and a capital F. And, or, and not are lowercase, and your conditional operators are exactly the same in the prior language you used in your 1050 programming logic course. So this is, again, a quick overview of conditional operators, and our next lesson and overview will be code blocks using if statements. Thanks.